You should never sacrifice who you could be for what you are. This is a point brought up in Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules for Life. Wherever you stand on Jordan Peterson, uh, you know, it's whatever, man. I understand that people don't um, see, you know, a lot of his opinions, a lot of his takes irrelevant right now. I think this quote applies to people in the 20s, um, especially just growing out of adolescence and realizing, um, you know, that they've grown as people in the past 3 years, going from 17 to 20. Well, at least you'd hope you do. Um, and sometimes you need to look back as well as look forward a bit. Um, you know, I see a lot on social media posts about, just stuff being cringe, and I think that a lot of the time it's coming from people that haven't really tried a lot of things in life. A lot of stuff being cringe isn't really a a negative. In fact, I'd say if you're looking at someone and you think, man, they're being cringe, one, rather they are living in their own world where they're doing something they enjoy and doesn't really involve you, or, for instance, of what I'm talking about in my head, is there's this YouTuber who kind of goes around and he just like, he talks to girls and, you know, sometimes he fumbles the bag or just comes across really a bit awkward. But in saying that, he does get a lot of views. But on his Insta, especially, he'll get comments that are like, "Bro, you fumbled the bag so hard," or "Dude, that is so cringe." And it's like, okay, dude, this is coming from the dude that's behind the screen. Which, you know what? Fair enough. Judge what you want. But my point is that if you're not going through these uncomfortable challenges in your life, then when it counts, you're not going to be ready to do it. And I remember I was saying this to my friend Max um, while we were at a festival, and you know, I said to him, dude, you need to just go up to some random chick, and you just need to talk to her, dude. You just need to talk to her. You just need to talk to her and try and get a number. Try and get a number. Give it a crack. And Max and I, we're going back and forth for like literally 40 minutes because he's trying to get the courage to just talk to her, like any girl and get a number, which you know is so horrifying for someone that I think he just turned 18 like 3 months ago. So he was absolutely G'd up, and he's chuffed. And I said to him, if you don't do it now, when you need to, you won't be able to. When it matters the most, when you find someone that you really actually do like, then you won't be able to, um, then you won't be able to go for it. Try and get the number, pick up them, because you know you haven't done it when the the cost is so low that failing means nothing. Um, and I think a lot of people in life find it quick to judge when people are just trying to sort of create a name for themselves in a way, whether it be online, um, online trying to do something new, or making music that they think is corny. I'm a sucker for that. If I'll literally write lyrics and if they're too corny, I'll just like be like, all right, I'm gonna chill out a bit. But then again, I'm a sucker for corny songs. So when when you're young, and you turn 20, and there are things that you didn't really like before that you do like now, and maybe you struggle with trying to accept some of those changes into your life, and this is because of the precedent that beforehand you're a different person, and because you still have the same friends, maybe you feel like you can't really transform uh, yourself into some of the more uncomfortable things um, about being older. You know, um, you can see this with maybe people coming out, being like, oh, I like chicks this entire time, but because my girlfriends are like douches, I couldn't say that. Or you could be like, turns out, I don't know. I liked anime this entire time, and I really like Japanese, but because I was in the Cool Kids Club, uh, I never explored that, and it's kind of like that for my drummer. He was kind of part of the Cool Kids Club, and you know, I guess he always felt like he was above the drama. So when he left, he kind of rewrote himself. He moved away from his hometown, um, and reinvented himself, and he could do that a bit more freely because of the fact that he wasn't stuck in his hometown with the people that he grew up with. Um, and that's just one way of dealing with it. Being able to change your living circumstances to become more comfortable with yourself. Because that's the beautiful thing about meeting new people is that you get to reinvent yourself. They don't know who you are, and because of that, you meet new people, and you feel like you can kind of be more of yourself rather than being who you once were around your friends and family. You got to embrace that personal growth, and it will encourage you as an individual to strive for self-improvement and development. Um, and you got to kind of avoid complacency. Um, People will try and tell you who you are and who you have been, and they're used to that. Other people don't like change, and it's hard for other people when you're changing. Um, they'll start to kind of see that maybe they haven't changed the same way that you've been make changes, and it's not like they have to, but you know, when people are used to seeing you for who you once were, and you have to sort of reintroduce yourself to maybe a group of friends that you saw in high school, and just be like, hey, this is me now, and I'm not that same person. So I hope that you can still be chilling, but you know they might see uh, you embracing personal growth as maybe avoidance of something, or um, maybe they see you embracing your own personal growth as avoidance of being like them. If you kind of know what I'm saying, like you were like them once, and they liked you because of that, but because now you try and change, they kind of think that there's something wrong with them because you are trying to change yourself, which you were once them. And now that they'll kind of see that as an insult to them, which is just an unfortunate way of looking at things, which is why you got to avoid complacency, because people will try and tell you, this is who you were, when it's exactly that. That's who I was, not who I am trying to become.